It's your boy, Goes Out 16, back with another video. I recently stumbled across some video. It came from ESPN's YouTube channel. It was talking about Michael Jordan and saying only 4 players from this era right now could survive back when he played, and he said it was Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron, and Tim Duncan. Now this is kind of a little rant, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there, man, that's ridiculous to me, man. And I've said it so many times, Michael Jordan's the greatest player ever, you know what I'm saying? Ever. But his evaluation is really bad, you know what I'm saying? I remember, I'll give you guys examples too. I remember one time they asked him about Kobe and where does he rank all time, and then Jordan was like, I think I put him top 10 shooting guards all time. Like, listen, man, top 10 shooting guards is so disrespectful. He's top 2 shooting guards, him and Michael Jordan and Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But I think Michael Jordan's just like mad that he can't play right now, honestly, because he said he would like to see what it would be like for him to play against these guys right here. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, and this is the same guy who thought that Adam Morrison and Brandon Wright can be good in this era. You know what I'm saying? And what I really want to figure out is like, alright, the way Michael Jordan says it, does he mean that no other players besides those 4, talent-wise, aren't good enough to play back then, or toughness-wise, because they would get pushed around or whatever? I don't know, but I got a whole list of players right here. Alright, that will definitely survive in that era: Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Paul Pierce, Paul George, Zach Randolph, James Harden, Stephen Curry, Andrew Bynum, Kyrie Irving, Rudy Gay, Josh Smith. You know what I'm saying? That they will be very, very good players, like just like they are right now. And back then in that era, I mean, imagine point guards like John Stockton, Mark Jackson, Mark Price, trying to guard Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving. These guys would they would get cooked, man. They would get cooked. They would, oh my goodness, their ankles would have to be taped every game. Like, and then I was looking at something like a couple days ago. It was Mark Jackson. He was talking about Allen Iverson. He was like, man, I'm a grown man with 4 kids. I'm gonna let AI shoot because I'm not trying to be crossed over. I mean, AI's the king of the crossover, but Derrick Rose is arguably faster than Iverson. Westbrook is faster than Iverson and stronger than Iverson. And Kyrie, his handles are almost as good as AI. So I mean, come on, man. Think about that. Think about that. And then you think of the guy, Kevin Durant. Oh my goodness. Kevin Durant, you can argue that he will be better back then than he is right now, because you got players that can kind of guard Durant now because they're athletically good enough, like LeBron James can go against Durant, Carmelo Anthony. You got, there's not many, trust me. I've seen D-Wade do a pretty good job on Durant. That's probably it. Only players I could say that'll do pretty good on Durant is Scottie Pippen. Maybe Jordan a little bit if he trash talks him and Durant falls for that, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, listen, man. They had nobody. Imagine they play against Utah, right? They put in the guy Russell, who Jordan crossed over in Game 6, and then imagine Russell trying to stick Kevin Durant. Imagine, and you add Garnett to that list, but Garnett kind of played in that era a little bit too. But yeah, imagine Karl Malone trying to guard Durant, Charles Barkley, and then the thing about it is, you look at you look at Michael Jordan's 50th birthday interview thingy with Ahmad Rashad, Ahmad Rashad was like, Kobe or LeBron. That's the two players that Michael Jordan said could survive in his era. He said Kobe or LeBron. And Michael Jordan's response was Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. But you said only 4 players, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, LeBron, and Kobe could survive in that era. But he says Kevin Durant. And then he was like, nah, I'm just kidding. But if you put Kobe at 1 or LeBron at 2 or LeBron at 1 and Kobe at 2, you definitely have to slip Kevin Durant in there. Okay, so if Kevin Durant, according to Jordan, is the 3rd best player in the league, then where does Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan come in? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's contradicting itself, man. And I mean, Jordan is the best player ever, but player evaluator, not too good. But yeah, man, that's about it. I was just kind of mad that he said that. And oh yeah, and about the hand checking thing. Guys back then say, oh yeah, it was harder to score. Michael Jordan to score 100, average 50 if he played today because hand checks. Now let me tell you something right now, man. They do hand checks back then to push you away from the basket or wherever, right? Alright, I mean, obviously players back then didn't have the IQ of players right now. Because I'm telling you right now, Dwayne Wade, definitely, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, James Harden, if they had a guy on their hip while they're dribbling the ball and they're pushing them away, Dwayne Wade would go like this with the guy on his hip, like that. And you think the refs ain't gonna call a foul? They're going to call a foul. It's like they're floppers. That's what I'm. Not floppers, but like they draw contact. You know what I'm saying? So why in the world, if somebody's riding your hip and if they fall back this way and they fall while they shoot because maybe the refs would think the guy actually pushed them, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be a foul. So why didn't the players back then do that? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this hand checking thing, man, it's baloney. You know what I'm saying? And these NBA players right now can't change the rules to back then. Like, I mean, the league does that. That's not the players, so you can't knock the players for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it, man. A little rant. It wasn't really a rant, but I mean, Michael Jordan, greatest player ever. But the way I kind of think it's just his competitive way. You know what I'm saying? His competitive nature. He wants to play in this era. I mean, obviously in his prime. You know what I'm saying? To see how great he actually was against players that might be a little bit more athletic than he was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's about it. It's your boy Goose16. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever. You know.